Hi there. Academic advising is very important to your success as a college student. At UW-Whitewater, here in the Communication Department, you'll receive excellent academic and career advising from faculty who have professional experience in the fields they teach. The purpose of this video is to give you a better understanding of our advising process. It will show you how to prepare for advising and then walk you through an advising session. I hope you'll enjoy it.
Hi there, I'm Carly Nimmer and I'll be taking you through the whole communications advising process. I've been through the process multiple times as a journalism major here on campus, so you could say that I'm an old pro. Let's get started. So before we actually go to communications advising, we'll have to print off and fill out a few different forms. So the first form that we're going to print out is the AAR, otherwise known as the Academic Advising Report. And this form can be found right on your WINS account. We will click on the green Print Report button, and that will turn your academic advisement report into a PDF, which you can then print off and take with you. The next two forms that you will need for the communications advising process are both found on the communications website. Underneath the word forms, it'll be the advising worksheet. Print that off and make sure that you have that all filled out before you get to advising. The third and last form that you'll need for advising is the degree checklist, and this can also be found right on the communications website under student resources. It'll pop right up on the website, and then I can print that off and just check off all of the classes that I've already taken. The best way to go about planning for your next semester's classes is to actually have your WINS account open. That way you can see what classes are available, which instructor is teaching them, and what times the classes are at. And also just make sure that you have all of your classes that you've selected on your advising worksheet, because this is what the professors and advisors will actually be looking at once you get to communications advising. Okay, so once all of your forms are filled out, you're ready to head over to the actual communications advising in the Hamilton room in the University Center. So I'll see you over there. So now it's time. We're here at the Hamilton room in the University Center for communications advising. I have all of my paperwork printed off from the library, and generally it takes about 30 to 45 minutes just to get all of your paperwork prepared. So it's really crucial to be on time here for Comm Advising, because we do have over 600 students that will be attending. But now we are all ready to go, so let's get started.
Hey,
Chris.
How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. Welcome to advising. You are good to go?
All right.
Let's head on in there. And
Thank you very much.
You can go over here to triage with Tammy.
Awesome. Thank you. Communications advising has 4 different checkpoints. The first one is called the triage, and this is where an advisor will just look over my AAR and university general requirements, or as we like to call them, the gen eds.
All right, so my job is to look over some of your gen ed classes and make sure those are coming along the way they're supposed
Perfect.
to. Do you have any questions for me before we begin?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Okay, well, you look like you are all set to go, ma'am, so you can head on over to your next stop.
Perfect. Thank you very
Have a great
much.
day.
Now we're going to head over to the individual major checkpoints, and this is where if you have any questions about your individual major, or just you want some interaction with a professor who actually teaches your individual major, this is the time to ask some questions. So we'll move on over here. This is probably my favorite part about communications advising, just because I get to talk to the professors who I see every day on campus. So let's head over to our individual major checkpoint.
All right, Carly, looks like you're in great shape.
Thank you very
So all
much.
you have to do is just kind of go over there and sit down, and you'll wait, and they'll call you up for the final exit, and you're
Perfect.
good to go. All right. You have any
Awesome.
questions of me?
Not at the moment.
All right,
Thank you.
excellent. Thanks a lot.
So now we'll head over to the final checkpoint. This is just where an experienced advisor is going to double check everything in my paperwork and make sure that nobody else missed anything during our Comm Advising.
Okay, next up, come on over.
Hello.
Harley, how we doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
How did advising go?
It's going pretty well.
Good. Well, lastly, I'm just going to check a couple of things just to make sure everything is in the right order here. Okay, everything looks good. You're all set. You just have one more stop on your way out the door. So just stop and see Julie. She will make a last photocopy, and then your advising
Great.
hold will be removed by the end of the week.
Thank you. Okay, so the last thing that we have to do on our checklist for communications advising is stop right over here and get a copy made of our advising worksheet. And this is just so they have everything on record for the future. Hello.
All set?
Yes, ready to go.
I'm just going to make a copy of your advising worksheet, and that's going to take care of me removing your advising hold in the next couple days.
Perfect.
Just remember to do your terms and conditions hold as well. And registration begins November 10th. Just check
Awesome.
on your WINS account when your date and time open.
Very good. Thank you very
Carly.
much. And that's it. That's the end of the communications advising process. The only thing that you have to remember is to log on to your WINS account a couple days after your advising appointment and make sure that you accept the terms and conditions online before you can register for classes. I hope you enjoyed this video and best of luck with signing up for your next classes.